Reuters learned about EU plans to phase out gas and oil from Russia. The European Union plans to phase out the purchase of Russian oil, gas and coal in connection with the events in Ukraine, Reuters reported, citing a draft declaration for the summit of EU leaders.
Faced with increasing instability, strategic competition and security threats, we have decided to take more responsibility for our security and take further decisive steps to strengthen our European sovereignty, reduce our dependency and develop a new growth and investment model for 2030, the statement reads document project. It also states that the events in Ukraine represent a tectonic shift in European history. This is a turning point for the EU as Russia is the Union's largest supplier, providing 40% of gas, more than a quarter of oil imports and almost half of all coal supplies, the document says. Dependence on Russian energy resources in member countries is different, so EU leaders have decided not to set a deadline for refusing Russian supplies. Germany, Italy, Hungary and Austria depend the most on energy resources from Russia. The European Commission believes it is possible to cut gas consumption by 2/3 this year and completely abandon supplies from Russia well before 2030, the agency previously reported. According to the European plan REPowerEU, it is planned to diversify gas supplies by increasing imports of liquefied natural gas, pipelines from non-Russian suppliers, increasing production and importing renewable hydrogen and biomethane. At the moment, the EU has bought enough liquefied natural gas to not depend on imports from Russia until the end of winter, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said on the 9th of March. On the 8th of March, the United States announced a ban on the import of Russian oil and gas. US President Joe Biden said that the decision was made separately from the allies in the EU, since European countries cannot yet refuse to supply Russian energy resources. Even before the US ban on oil and gas supplies from Russia, Dmitry Peskov, the Russian leader's press secretary, said that this could pretty much skew global energy markets. The refusal of Russian oil will lead to catastrophic consequences for the world market. Oil prices will rise to $300 per barrel or more, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak said. Against the background of the introduction of Western sanctions, the oil companies Shell, BP and Eni announced that they would not buy Russian oil.